It's game day in Adelaide, where New South Wales and Queensland will kick off the State of Origin series in just a few hours. One man who knows exactly what it's like to deliver in an Origin opener is former Blues player Peter Wynn. He famously won man of the match in game one of the 1985 State of Origin series, helping New South Wales to an 18-2 victory on that night and setting up a Blues series win. Here's a little of the man himself in action.
New South Wales bunch, they're going to run it up the middle through Wynn. Wynn almost through too, but he's inside the 22. Back very, very quickly, gets it on the Wynn. Wynn strides out and hits the 22, and the Blues have the football. Play toward the halfway line again. Here's Wynn. Wynn winds up. 3-1 Wynn. That's a good run. He's made 30 metres then.
The man of the match on that night. Game 1, 85, Peter Wynn. He joins me now from his iconic shop in Parramatta. Peter Wynn's score. Werris Creek's favourite son, Peter Wynn, joins me. Peter, how important is Game 1 in State of Origin to set the tone for the series?
Gee, Kieran, you brought some great memories back there. I've got to just let you know that, all right? It was so amazing to have gone out there on the field that night to win that game and, of course, to lay the foundation to come back to Sydney as we did and won the second game at the Sydney Cricket Ground way back in 1985. But I think the build-up the players have had, they're all ready to play. Both sides have had plenty of motivation. There's not much more the coach can do. There's not much more than all the people around them can tell them. It's just a matter of getting out there and playing your best shot, giving it your best shot, because there's only one thing that doesn't change at full time, and that's the scoreboard. So you just want to make sure when that final whistle goes, the New South Wales team is ahead. But yeah, mate, honestly, a lot of motivation. You don't need too much to play, to motivate yourself to play against those Queenslanders. And I'm sure the same applies in the modern day.
Yeah, indeed. And there is one huge player not playing, though, Latrell Mitchell. What sort of impact does that have tonight, do you think?
Well, I was just thinking back to when he played a couple of years ago in Game 1. New South Wales won Game 1 in 2021, 50-6, and Latrell had a blinder that night. But I really think the guy who stepped into his shoes is Crichton from Penrith, and he's an experience as a State of Origin player before, so he's the right man for the job tonight. He knows, and I think he played in the winning team last year, so he knows what it's like. He's had that winning feeling. He's played at that level. He knows what the intensity is going to be like. He knows what he has to do himself to get the job done. But yeah, like he's an X factor, Latrell Mitchell, and let's take a hat off to him. He's probably one of the best players in the game at the moment. He'll be missed, but I'm certainly taking the foresight that one door closes, another opportunity presents itself, and maybe it's for Crichton tonight. He can step up to the plate and have a blinder.
When you say get the job done, Origin is so much about those players who can do it under pressure. Cameron Munster, is he the Blues' biggest threat from the Maroons?
They've got a few out there. Like, I'm a forward, as you know, Kieran, and most of these big games are won in the forwards. And I know how brilliant Munster is. I mean, he's won Man of the Match awards. He's won grand finals. He knows what it takes to win State of Origin games as well, and Test matches for Australia. So, I take my hat off to him. I think he's a genius player, and he'll be at his best tonight too. And he's one player that will need to be contained. But I really think the New South Wales forwards, Junior, Pengai Junior, and Payne Haas, if they step up to the plate as you'd expect them to, they'd lay the foundations for a New South Wales win. Also, we've got Pengai Junior on the bench who's going to come on. So, looking at both sides, I really think that the New South Wales selectors have covered all bases. So if anyone is hurt, then someone can come on. Like you got Hines ready to come on the field as well. So very even teams on paper. It's it's whoever wants it the most out there tonight, Kieran.
And last Monday, you were at the True Blue dinner where Danny Badiris and your great mate, the Crow, Mick Cronin, were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Reflect on his contribution. I loved watching him as a kid, but Mick Cronin, so reliable as a kicker, but as a centre as well, wasn't he?
They don't come along every day, a guy like Mick Cronin, and the fact that he came from Durango. He was a country boy. He went right through all this country, the city, the New South Wales and the Australian teams, and comes to Parramatta. And certainly he was there when we won our premierships in 81, 82, 83 and 86. And he's the last of the great toe pokers, isn't he? He can put the goals over from anywhere. And to see him acknowledged the other night, he's a great man. He's a fine gentleman. He's been an awesome player. And also Danny Badiris in the modern day, he was an awesome player for Newcastle. I mean, he won premierships up there, and he certainly laid the foundation for many New South Wales wins. So it's a great thing the New South Wales Rugby League does now to acknowledge those players who have made a contribution. And tonight, Kieran, these players who run out for New South Wales tonight, it's such a big opportunity for them to be noticed and to really put their best foot forward.
Indeed, it is absolutely. Peter Wynn joining me from your Peter Wynn score in Parramatta. Thanks. Just finally, we're out of time, but what's your tip tonight?
Oh, I've got New South Wales. You can see those two blue eyes, can't you? I did paint them in for you, Kieran. Have a good look there. No, look, I couldn't tip against New South Wales. I just want them ahead at full time. Look, I've got the scarf and I've got the dreadlocks. Who needs hair anymore? You know, I've got all the colours ready for tonight. So go the Blues. They'll win by about 4 points.
Good on you, Pete. Talk to you soon. Appreciate that.